After launching the game, I was then introduced to the nostalgically beautiful Rockstar logos. Then transported all the way back to the perfect GTA theme song. After the mafia mob boss and the failed drug deal mumbo jumbo, we were then introduced to the game's protagonist, Tommy Vercetti. Now, like always, I'm not gonna talk about the game's story. Here, take these. Don't go telling everyone I don't spoil you, okay? Instead, I'm gonna tell you why I love this amazing gem of a game. Let's obviously start with the gameplay. The gameplay is much better than what I previously stated in my GTA 3 video. The cars handle better and different vehicles handle differently. Older cars have a much more bouncy suspension and are easy to roll over, whereas much more newer cars in the terms of the 80s are more stable. Also, shooting in this game is much improved, where the auto-aim system is much more tight and the camera angles when aiming in it is instant, making it easier to know who you're shooting. The camera, although, is still stuck to the character and can only be moved when stationary, which is still annoying. This game still fixes a few things that were lacking in GTA 3. Bikes were also introduced in this game and are absolutely fun to ride. One gripe with the driving in this game is that it's still the collisions. When you cause an accident, it's way too easy to lose control. One hit and the car that you collided into ends up being a Beyblade, or your car decides that it wants to go back to its original owner. It's like the cars are made out of plastic. They bounce off each other. This also happens when you hit a light pole. The car loses control almost instantly. But unlike GTA 3, the cars do last quite a while when taking damage. This was also the first GTA game that allowed us to fly helicopters and properly fly a plane, which was an amazing experience flying over Washington Beach and just enjoying the view, as well as flying the Hunter and causing as much damage the game allows you to do. I absolutely had a lot of fun playing this game. Like in Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories and Vice City Stories, when I was bored of doing missions, I would just fuck around with cheats and mess with the cops. And we all know what cheat code I use to cause mayhem and destruction. That's right, say it with me now. Weapon set 3. As well as the occasional use of the Rhino to seem unstoppable to the cops. You could also purchase properties in this game, like new safe houses, the strip club, taxi business, as well as the cherry poppers business, which is a necessity to finish the game, which I hate. Did anyone else feel that Tommy runs too damn fast? It's like there's no need for cars, just give him infinite stamina and he'll literally catch up to anyone as if he was T-1000. Honestly, if there was a debate going on somewhere or someplace on who was faster, Sonic or the Flash, I would butt in and throw in Tommy Vercetti in a conversation, because god damn, he just got out of prison. There's no need for him to run that fucking fast. It's almost hilarious sometimes watching him run. The 80s must have been a hell of a decade for Tommy to run like that. This game just looks and feels amazing to witness. The neon lit streets, the buildings are just breathtaking at night. Rockstar Games really outdid themselves in 2002. Now let's talk about what I always like to mention when playing Grand Theft Auto. The actors. Now, as always, I never knew how many brilliant actors and actresses had starred in this game, because let's face it, many people in the industry didn't think that gaming was going to be big enough for them to have their presence at the time. But boy, were they wrong. Of course, I knew there would be actors like Luis Guzman and Gary Busey due to their appearances in Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories, but I was not expecting the majority of these actors to star in this game. Some of the actors in this game were Tom Sizemore, who played Sonny Forelli. This actor, in my opinion, is in the list of some of the most underrated actors. Majority of the movies that he acted in were not the greatest movies ever made, but he did star in some brilliant films. Some of his popular roles were the weird detective Jack Scagnetti from Natural Born Killers, Michael Cerrito in Heat, Sergeant Horvath in Saving Private Ryan, and GTA Vice City wasn't his only video game appearance, where he also played Sid Wilson in the underrated gem of a game that is 24 The Game. He sadly passed away in 2023. William Fichtner, who played Ken Rosenberg, another amazing underrated actor. I only know him for his role in the Dark Knight and his recurring role in the sitcom Mom, but some of his most popular roles were Alexander Mahoney in Prison Break, Captain Nauer in The Longest Yard, and he also starred in Heat as Van Zandt. Fucking Burt Reynolds as Avery Carrington. What? My jaw dropped when I heard this guy's voice in the game. This was the biggest surprise I've ever heard. We all know his movies that he starred in, but my favorites are Boogie Nights, The Cannonball Run, also The Longest Yard, where he starred alongside Adam Sandler, as well as the original 1974 The Longest Yard movie. Man, Burt fucking Reynolds. Who would have thought? Robert Davi, Philip Michael Thomas from Miami Vice. He also appears in Vice City Stories. Debbie Harry, or as we know her as Blondie, Danny Dyer, and my favorite, Fairuza Balk from The Waterboy. And how can we not mention Vice City without mentioning the late, great Ray Liotta? Man, this guy has an iconic voice. He will be dearly missed. Some of my favorite movies with Ray were Goodfellas, the underrated Wild Hogs, and the most recent Cocaine Bear. You can let me know which actors were your favorite in this game in the comments below. In the words of the best American football player that ever lived, Bobby Boucher once said, "And she showed me her boobies, and I like them too." Now let's talk about the missions, shall we? I'm not gonna talk about every mission because I want you to experience this game for yourself. I'll only mention the missions that I thought were interesting to me. The missions are Trojan Voodoo. I personally liked this mission. It was a classic gang war between two factions. You had to find a gang's car, then get access to a factory that is occupied by the rival gang. Then the whole thing turns into an ambush where you and the Cubans kill all the gang members, as well as plant some bombs all around the factory and destroy it. It was fun and reminds me of the mission from Vice City Stories called Having a Good Time, or Havana Good Time, where you have to take an Humberto Robina-shaped piñata, which is secretly a bomb, and once hit by the cholos, it explodes, destroying the entire gun storage facility. Keep your friends close. This is the final mission in the game, and it shows that very quickly. It takes place in Diaz's mansion. Sonny visits Tommy from Liberty City, and turns out that Lance was a double agent working for Sonny and double crosses Tommy. An all-out war starts in the mansion, reminiscing of Scarface's final scene. Here you have to kill both Sonny and Lance to get your revenge. Demolition Man. This, according to so many players, is regarded as the most frustrating mission in the game, and I'm here to say that that is bullshit. I managed to finish the mission in one try. I never faced any problems. In this mission, you have to take a remote-controlled helicopter to drop some bombs around a construction site and blow it up. It was easy. The most annoying thing, though, was that the helicopter would either be too fast or too slow, in my opinion. The most difficult mission, however, to me, was Bombs Away, where you have to use an RC plane to destroy some boats. Now that was frustrating as fuck. Now it's that time of the video where we talk about what everyone else does whenever we mention Grand Theft Auto, the music. Now, like all the other GTA games, I never used to listen to all the radio stations. But after quite recently, I've realized that I've made the biggest fucking mistake by not listening to them. Here are some of my favorites that I've recently discovered. Like always, I'll leave a link in the description that contains a playlist with all the game radio stations. And the Beat Goes On by The Whispers, Automatic by Pointer Sisters, and Summer Madness by Kool and the Gang. In Fever 105, Self Control by Laura Branigan, Run to You by Bryan Adams, Your Love by The Outfield, and Running with the Night by Lionel Richie. In Flash FM, A Gozar Con Mi Combo by Cachao, Mama Papa 2 by Mongo Santa Maria, and Maracaibo Oriental by Benny Morey in Espantoso. Pump Me Up by Trouble Funk, Clear by Cybertron, Rocket by Herbie Hancock, and Rockbox by Run DMC, and many more funky bangers in Wild Style. Love Missile F1 to 11 by Sergei Sputnik, Fascinating, Keep Feeling by The Human League, Atomic by Blondie, 99 Luftballons by Nena, and I Ran So Far Away by Flock of Seagulls.
Hey, do you like Flock of Seagulls?
I can see you do.
and many more classics in Wave 103. But there were always two radio stations that I would listen to the most.
If you can't wear a spandex jumpsuit, what can you do? This is The Rock.
Oh yeah, it's that time again where we talk about the best of rock with V-Rock. This station has some of my favorite rock songs ever. Some of them are I Wanna Rock by Twisted Sister, Working for the Weekend by Loverboy, Turn Up the Radio by Autograph, Peace Sells by Megadeth, Raining Blood by Slayer, and You've Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest, and many more rock masterpieces to become a bouncer at your local roadhouse too. If you want to take your emotions to a whole different level, a level in which us men are constantly judged for, then you should tune in too.
More mood swings than your pregnant wife. Emotion 98.3.
Hello, I am Fernando Martinez, and this is Emotion.
These are the songs to listen to when your parents are arguing about God knows what, or to listen to when you wake up at 2 a.m. in a Monday morning realizing that you wasted 24 years of your life jacking off to whatever videos you found interesting on the Blorrange website. Anyway, I went a little bit off topic there, didn't I? Here are some of my favorite songs in the station. Tempted by Squeeze, Keep on Loving You by REO Speedwagon, I Just Died in Your Arms by the Cutting Crew Band, More Than This by Roxy Music, Broken Wings by Mr. Mister, Crockett's Theme by Gian Hammer, Never Too Much by Luther Vandross, and of course, Wow by Kate Bush. I just realized I mentioned 90% of the radio's lineup. It kinda explains how my life has been going since 2014. GTA Vice City has to be the most iconic game in the franchise, with its vibrant colors, fun characters, and badass protagonists. To be quite honest, those words pretty much describe every other Grand Theft Auto game. I honestly had a lot of fun playing this game and enjoyed every bit of it. It's not my favorite, but it's a close third in my list. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I ruffled a few feathers in my previous video, but that's okay. Thank you so much for your support these few months. It means the world to me that you guys actually like my videos. Thank you guys for 100 subscribers. It's not much, but I regard it as inspiration. Thank you so much for watching this video and all my videos. Thank you so much for your time. Till we meet again.